Cause Bobby needs the money. In this place you'll laugh right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you.
Hello, Calta and Kelly fans, or ladybugs as you're collectively known. My name is Mike Calta, and not joining me tonight is my number one best friend, Robert Kelly, who I question his loyalty because not only is he not here with me tonight, he is with another close friend of his, a gentleman by the name of Louis C.N.K., and they are out on the road doing comedy and telling jokes. I believe, Mush, it's him and that Renan guy, Renan Hirschberger.
Yes.
Is that a real name? Renan Hirschberger?
It sounds like a name you make up for a Jewish person in a movie.
Yeah, like if it's like if somebody told me to quick make up a name, I'd be like Renan Hirschberger. But I like him. We had him on the show. He does a podcast with Joe List where they talk about movies, like there's some sort of authority on movies.
Sounds like a hipster burger you would order at some kind of weird restaurant. I'll take the Renan Hirschberger, please, medium.
It's not time for you to talk yet. Did I introduce you? Does anybody know who you are? You just busted into my fucking life and ruined things like you have been doing for years.
As I have, yeah.
I tried to tell him,
my whole life. You didn't say nothing. No, I just.
Joining me on the show today is my executive producer of my morning show. His name is Anthony Polachemi. We call him Spanish. You may ask yourself, why do you call him Spanish? Because when I first met him, he had weird hair and he looked like that kid from Old School. Spanish. So that's where he got the name. Now he went from, and then we didn't let him cut his hair for 2 years, and it was crazy long. He looked like Gene Shalit's little brother. But now he cut his hair. He actually let Vincent LeCavier, Hockey Hall of Famer, cut his hair for charity, and then started working out, and then went from being like a little nerd to this sex pot who just bangs every chick until he finally got a girlfriend.
It's true.
And then next to him is his father, Joe. No,
hi everybody.
No, Joe is one of my oldest friends. He does the I don't know, he's supposed to do the video on my show. We're not really sure what he does. Somehow we convinced Cox to pay him for all these years. And,
I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked.
What is the alcohol factor for you? Now, Spanish, you look pretty sober.
Yes.
Joe, you do not, but I'm used to that.
Michael, I've only had one shot since I've been sitting here.
I don't believe that. Since you've been sitting there, maybe.
Yes.
Before sitting there.
Well, I mean, I think we had a couple shots. So I mean, I'm probably like two. This is like 2.5 shots in.
Spanish.
There's no half shots. He's not 2.5 shots in. He's like 4 shots in. This was my second shot of the evening, and we might do more. I don't know. It depends.
Did you go get your fucking eyebrows waxed today or something?
Me?
Yeah.
No. The camera makes them look very pronounced.
You wearing makeup?
I've seen.
No, but I do tweeze the middle of my eyebrows. Yeah, you I mean, you go ahead and say you a minute.
Homeboy just said the old mate looks like he's already 2 bells to the wind. No idea, sir. He's 2 fucking Liberty bells to the wind for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, his seeds find no purchase, sir, with the mates. So yeah.
Why do you have to be mean, sir? There's no reason for that.
Listen, you and that guy, like I don't know where that guy's from, but anybody calls you old mate has got to be from somewhere in Europe or something.
Oh yeah,
Ireland or whatever. And then, but you being an old mate, you have a weird way of talking to you that blows my mind every time. Because like, you with your no seeds of purchase or whatever.
Exactly.
We gave him a hard time one morning about something, and what was the thing?
My insides are made of glass, therefore destructive seeds of disease cannot find any purchase within me.
What does that even mean?
That's why he doesn't need to get the shot, the Pfizer shot, because his seeds have no purchase.
There's no purchase inside. There's no need for the shot.
But he's the type of guy you'll text and you'll need some type of information, or you'll be trying to plan something with him, and he texts you back in codes, and you don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Oh, well, this is hilarious.
That might be true, but Michael and I have communicated very, very effectively via text for many, many years. No, am I right, Michael?
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I called Spanish today, and he already didn't answer the phone the one time I called him.
That's probably pooping. That's not fair.
100% true.
I
100% true.
I was working out at the gym with my trainer. I let you know today early. I was like, I'll be there at 2. I think you called me at like 2:15. I was in the middle of some serious squats and I couldn't answer. I apologize.
All I'm saying is when Bobby called me at the gym today, I answered the phone.
I'm glad you went with Bobby and not Gio. That didn't hurt as much.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't answer the phone. A lot of people are asking online, about your gay sex life.
Oh, ours? Yeah.
Believe it or not, they are not gay.
No.
I don't know what they do separately, but they don't do anything together. They have more like a father-son relationship than anything else.
Yeah, yeah. I spend a lot of time taking care of my old mate.
Yeah,
here.
don't make it seem like you're a caretaker.
Yeah.
Bro. I mean,
He is
that's
kind of a caretaker.
For sure.
Well, I mean, maybe a little.
Yeah.
I've seen him carry you out of many places.
See,
But Michael, in my defense, I've carried him out of a few places.
that's true. That's true.
It's very
Oh yeah.
This is what bothers me, Spanish. Okay.
Yes.
There's like only like 7 girls whose names I recall that listen to the show. One already said you were hot.
Really?
And this one, Swingy Jackie came out of where's she been? She's never been here before. You bring all the girls out, which makes me nauseous and proud of you all at the same time.
I'm sorry, Michael. I learned everything from you, and maybe it's my new makeup, eyebrows, and my goatee that I'm doing. You know,
the eyebrow situation.
Jesus, you did something to your eyebrows.
I swear I did not. I just tweezed the middle.
His girlfriend works on him.
What, my
Does she?
eyebrows?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
she preens him.
She does like
him.
she likes to
Another
pop.
good thing about you too is that you're such rats. You rat each other out so hard. I'm sorry, Miss Swingle. I think I would have noticed those eyes last week. I get very. I don't know. Bobby doesn't let me look away from the camera. He gets mad at me. I look down for a second. He's like, "What, you fucking texting somebody?" Fucking right, Mush. He's so.
So don't get me in trouble.
Yeah, well,
what are you fucking doing? Are you on your phone like a fucking 12-year-old girl texting? Who you texting? You texting your friend Bert? Tell Bert I said hi. What's up, Bert?
oh my god. Mush, how many times have you personally been asked by Bobby if Mike is doing something that he shouldn't be mad at? Like, how many times has Bobby been like, dude, Mike keeps doing this thing. Should I be mad? How many times has he said that?
Should I be mad? Is Bobby's line. Should I be mad?
Should I be mad at that? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. A lot.
A lot.
Yeah. Listen, Jay has got it right. Nothing is better than cranky Bobby. I do everything I can to make you mad. There's nothing is better than angry, cranky Boston. I've been to kid prison Bobby.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets mad pretty quick.
He does. He is a switch.
That's why he's my number one best friend.
Because you're afraid.
Because I'm afraid of it. So not next weekend, but the weekend of Bobby's birthday, I fly to Atlantic City. I leave on Friday. I'm there Friday, Saturday, and then I come home on Sunday. Then Monday and Tuesday we work, and then I'm off. Why didn't I just take that fucking week off?
Yeah, we still technically could take the week off. There's enough time.
I know. Let's just do it. Let's just work it.
What about this?
Friday.
What about this, Michael? You take Monday off. We'll do the show live without you. You come in, you do Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday, you got to get everybody amped up because we're going to Vegas. And
Wednesday,
then
we're going to Vegas Wednesday morning. There's no show Wednesday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
My flight's
All
like
right,
gas crack of dawn on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Are you on my
pretty
flight?
excited. I don't know if I'm on your flight, but I know we get there 15 minutes after you land.
Okay.
I think we get there before you do.
Natalie, you're hurting my feelings. First, you're like, Spanish is hot. Now you're telling me to take off. Yeah, I'm 50 now. These things
Mixed
hurt my
signals.
feelings, even if they're not intended to. I start to feel like I'm very insecure. Infuriated Bobby is my favorite too. Even if you're on the ass end of him yelling, because he's yelled at me a lot, but in a good way. Definitely in a good way.
Watching him yell at people may be one of my favorite things because he doesn't have the ability to yell at you from far away. He just runs up at you. Yeah, and he just starts yelling while he's coming at you.
I saw him running at someone at Side Splitters once, and I was quite frightened. I'm not even.
I gotta be honest with you. He frightened us all a little bit. That
Oh, yeah.
I was like, whoa! I do not want to get in this guy's way. Yeah.
When Bobby loses his mind, I just do the tiptoe away from the.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I don't know. We have a lot of fun together, and we're gonna have a lot of fun in Atlantic City, I think. Mush, I want to run. I got him a birthday present. I want to run it by you, but I know these rats will never fucking keep it a secret.
Okay.
I got him something that he mentioned. I don't know if he mentioned it on the show or not, but he mentioned to me that he wanted it. And now I feel like if I buy it, and he's going to be like, what the fuck did you get me this for? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think he would do that. It is
No, but he
possible he
would-
may already have it.
He would do it like in the jerk off party when I'm not here.
Mm-hmm.
Like stupid fucking Joe Russell, who's going to join us later on the show. He was on the air and he stayed at Bobby's house one time, and Bobby had a towel warmer. Now you guys don't know what towel. I mean, you know what they are, but you never had to use one because you both live in Florida. But it gets cold up there. When you get out of the shower, you're freezing your dick off. You got a
They're
towel
each other's
warmer.
towel warmer.
Yeah,
What's
we
that?
are. Yeah.
So I bought him. I went to Amazon. I bought him a towel warmer and I shipped it to his house. So the towel warmer that I had, evidently Bobby's looks like a hamper and all the towels go in the hamper. I didn't know. I just looked at Amazon and they had like racks and you would fold the towels on the rack and it would keep them warm.
Yeah.
Well, Joe didn't like my towel. It didn't keep his towels very warm. I think he threw it out.
He had complaints.
That's why I never laugh at his jokes now when he tells jokes I go like this.
Yeah.
Even if they're funny, I go. I'm hoping that I get Bobby his birthday gift and I give it to him before he actually gives me my birthday gift.
See, he still hasn't given you your birthday gift?
No,
I thought he sent you a backpack.
No, we just send each other random presents.
Oh, okay.
That was a random present.
All right.
Do you know what he got you?
Yeah, he got me a camera that looks like his, so when I do the show, I could also look like the king of Zoom. So we could be the
Okay.
king and queen of Zoom.
Okay.
I
That's
think
pretty
you look
good.
pretty good, Michael. You know.
Well, I don't know. I'm happy with this, but then when he gets on, he's all fucking CNN. You're like, well,
Yeah. So can you give us a hint as to what category the gift may be falling under? Is it a survival item?
No,
Okay.
it is something he asked. He said he wanted one time, so now I can't tell if he wants one for real or if he just wanted it for like that minute.
A father?
What? That's funny. Now, Mush, what's the deal with your parents?
My mom's alive. My dad died when I was 18.
Oh, bummer.
Well, if you found out that you had a real dad out there and that the dad who raised you that died was just like an adopted dad, and all of a sudden wouldn't you want to meet the other dad?
At this point, yeah, I guess. Out of curiosity.
Right?
At least.
I mean, I'm not. Out of curiosity, I would definitely want.
Yeah.
So listen to this shit. So my dad's
At least get a free
wife,
meal out of him.
That's all you want. My dad's wife grew up in Staten Island where I grew up. And she's a little bit, I'm 50, she's 56, 55. And she knew she was adopted, but her family adopted her as a baby, but she knew that she was adopted as she was growing up. When she was like in her 30s, she tried a couple of times to find out about her parents. And supposedly her mother lived in Miami. And we used to joke around and say she was Cuban and all that because she's a blonde Jew. So we just, think about it. So then 23andMe came out and blah, blah, blah. And it narrows it down. Turns out that my dad and his wife and my sister lived in a city in Florida called Holiday, Florida, which is probably about a half hour from where I am. And her mother fucking lived in Holiday. How weird is that? And my dad's wife is she's like a great person and she's like a good stepmother, but I feel like every time I say stepmother because of Disney, it implies that she's wicked. So I don't say that. So that's why I always say my dad's wife because I get along really well with her. She's super sweet. So anyway, turns out that she lives just like in the same neighborhood as she does. Never knew, never met her. And my dad's wife is an attorney who has billboards all over. So you'll drive by. So she must have drove by the billboards 100 times, not knowing that was her daughter. How weird is that? So they reach out to a mutual relative, an uncle, right? And he says, she says, I think I'm related to you, the 23andMe, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to meet, my biological mother. And they were like, well, we'll reach out. We'll ask her. We'll see how she is. She's older now, this and the other thing. Yes, she would like to meet you, but she never told her current husband about it. So she kind of wants to tell him before she can meet you. Okay, blah, blah, blah. It's a process. It's going on for like a month now. Then she's like, she decides she would like to meet you. It would be nice to get to know each other and blah, blah, blah. Boom, boom, boom. We'll set it up for next week. Drops dead. Dies. Never got to meet her.
Oh,
my
How
God.
crazy is that?
that's super crazy. I feel like that's going to be something that haunts her probably the rest of her life.
Isn't that nuts, man?
Yeah.
And I you know what? She seems pretty cool with it. Like, cause her and her mother were real close. The mother who raised her, so she's probably not like she wasn't looking for any relationship. But you got questions, you know? You want to be like, we have cancer in the family or something like that. You know, things you want to know.
Or like I've always wanted to know. Like I know my dad will never tell me what kind of partying he did when he was younger because he doesn't want to ruin that image of what he is as my dad. But I guarantee he was doing wild stuff like I was. And I just want to know, you know.
Well, we already know.
I don't know, but I want to know.
We know about your dad.
Probably. Well, yeah.
What does that mean?
This guy
dad
over
likes, not
Butt
you,
stuff.
not that dad.
Oh, yeah, not you.
Not me.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not looking away from you. Don't get mad at me like Bobby did.
Where you looking? Where you looking at right now?
I'm trying to see on YouTube how many people are listening to the show. How many people are watching? I don't know.
Oh, we got 101 people watching, and
my
right now
God.
we just got a donation from Brian Cavigliano for $4.99.
Oh.
Now where do those go? Does Bobby just steal all that money?
Yes.
What's going on? Shouldn't we get a cut of that since we're here and he is not?
Brian Cavigliano, very nice guy, very supportive of the show, very pretty wife who has very bad taste in t-shirts.
Too bad.
Oh man.
I don't know where that money goes. Is Mush do you get to keep that, or is Bobby stealing it?
It goes to Bobby's company.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
Wow.
That motherfucker.
Maybe he doesn't need a towel rack, Michael. Maybe he's buying his own towel rack.
This guy grew up in Eltingville, Staten Island, and I grew up in Newdorp, which is right around the corner. And he lives down the road from me now. You lived down the road from me then. You live down the road from me now. If your name wasn't Regi, I might think we might know each other. We should do one of these things where we donate all the money from Mush.
Yeah.
We like hop it up, and like for the next 15 minutes, all donations 100% go to Mush's foundation.
We can call the Steal It Back from Robert show.
Hey, Crumbum, you're right. Brian and his wife are awesome. I'm just teasing her because she wore a Bubba Army shirt to the side splitters one time, which made me laugh. Oh, but I didn't think she did it to be funny. Because I can't possibly think that she listens to the show, but whatever.
Yeah.
You thought it was laundry day, maybe?
Well, I knew it was a joke because I never seen a hot girl wearing one before.
Yeah.
So, so this morning on the show, Mush, we tried to call Dog the Bounty Hunter. Everybody keeps asking me, and he has not called me back yet. I did leave him a message. I left my name and everything, and he has not called me back.
Aloha.
Boy, I watched an interview with him on YouTube before. He looks like somebody set his face on fire. He's really bad. He's a bad looking person.
Yeah. I'm shocked that he hasn't come out and said he has skin cancer yet, because every time I see him, he doesn't look tan. He just looks red as hell.
Leathery.
Yeah.
Well, it's more than leathery. Like if you pull it up, it was an interview with him and another guy, like a news guy, and he's got like a scar over here and a scar over here.
Yeah.
I think he's a scar. I don't know. He may have fucking butthole eyes like I do. But he just looked like his face was just falling apart, and I was like, "Ooh, yeah." It looked like it was from drinking, Jeff, but I don't know that it necessarily. Well, oh my god, look at that!
Oh god, yeah.
I mean, it's probably just natural aging, but when you have the hair of a 16-year-old Goldilocks,
Edgar Winter hair. That's not right. You can't put Edgar Winter hair on a red leather bag.
I wouldn't say that's Edgar Winter. I would say that's more. Because Edgar Winter was white. He was albino. This is yarny yellow.
Yeah,
you know?
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Edgar Winter's luxurious locks do not compare to this.
That's right. And his hair was all natural white.
Yeah. I'm just shocked that he was able to find and marry 2 women that look just like him. How he did it 2 in a row is mind-boggling.
I thought you were going to be like 2 hot women.
Oh,
you're crazy. Although I got to be honest with you, I would have banged the first one because I'm a sucker for big fat titties. She had some big fat titties on her.
She did have some big fat titties.
Yeah, she did. She really did. And she always seemed like she was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, you know that girl, that Nicole Laurel chick that I like from?
Oh my god, yeah.
So I used. Listen to this. This is why Spanish is a great producer. There's a chick on Instagram named Nicole Laurel. I don't know anything about her. I think I'm not saying she is, so don't try to sue me. I think she might be a hooker in Vegas. Because she's got an OnlyFans, and she seems like she's got a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
All she does is go out and get drunk and eat at nice restaurants in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And now she's got her sister doing stuff too. So I took a page out of Spanish's book. I can't join people's OnlyFans. It's gonna end up getting me in trouble.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see it. So I Googled it and I got to Reddit and I did find some good nasty videos.
Reddit's got the stuff, man. I'm telling you guys, you mock me for being the Reddit guy, but I'm telling you, Reddit's got some good info.
It really, I mean, it had some really good videos of her.
Yeah.
Even some old videos.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't want to pay for it. I can't have I need to come out with some sort of burner credit card thing so I can do it that way.
Yeah.
All the cards that my family gets me for my birthday, like gift cards, I'm going to use them all for fucking OnlyFans.
There's one girl that I follow on Twitter who she has an OnlyFans and I don't want to pay for it, but she's not popular enough yet to have stuff on Reddit. And she's in that gray area where a couple of times I've been drunk and I've been like, I'm just going to give her the $7.99 and see what happens.
We call it the creepy zone.
Yeah.
I do feel like I want to do that with Sarah Cheeky too.
Just to see.
I want to just see. I just want to see if I found out she was doing weird butt stuff, I might throw her a couple of bucks.
Right.
And then if I have to steal it on Reddit, then I'll just walk up to her and I'll just hand her a 20 when I see her. And be like, I watched some of your stuff last week.
Yeah. Here's buy her a drink, give her a 20. I think that's plenty. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I love the fact that these girls are making livings off of showing their titties. I mean, they were given to them. Why not use them?
I don't understand who is against the whole free the nipple movement, but Joe and I have been pro free the nipple for 20 years. Yeah.
Thank you both.
Absolutely, Michael.
Oh, you look more when you wear that hat. You look more and more like the guy from Django Unchained.
Right?
This is Django. Free man.
Calm down, gentlemen. Calm down.
That's the one movie that you guys recommended to me, and I was like, no thanks. I don't want to watch people getting whipped and shit. And then Tarantino goes over the edge sometimes, but man, that is a good fucking movie.
It is good. It is. When was the last time, Michael, you watched Tropic Thunder from start to finish?
Please.
It's hilarious, but I'm good with it now. It's not one of those movies I want to watch over and over. But let me tell you something, you piece of shit. I am never listening to there you go. That's Joe. His name is Django. He is free.
He is a free man. I will not take your hand, sir.
Dude. So Brian, the comedian chick that was on YKWd pulls 20K from OnlyFans. Are you talking about Karen Fian? Yes. Or not Natalie Cuomo, right? Please, because if she's got an OnlyFans, you fuckers didn't tell me that.
That's Karen Fian.
Yeah. She's all right. Like she's sexy. Like she's got a sexy body, but she's older. And like don't get me wrong, she's perfect to see naked. She looks great, but Lewis's girlfriend, oh fuck, she's gorgeous.
She does all the little tattoos, right?
Yeah, I would pay that, and I would walk up to my wife, and I'd be like, "Oh, what am I doing? I'm just joining this girl's OnlyFans." That's how hot she is.
Can I borrow some money? I need some money to join her OnlyFans, please.
Anyway, I don't know what I was saying. I got sidetracked by nudity. Now.
You were calling me a piece of shit. I think it was about a movie recommendation.
You fucking piece of shit.
Sorry, I don't know what I did, but
I'll tell you what you did. You time wasting cocksucker.
What I did?
I'll tell you what you did. I went to the hotel this weekend before the band, and a movie was coming on HBO, and I was like, you know what? Spanish said this movie's great. He watched it like 5 times. I'll watch a little bit of it. I watched the first hour, and I wished you were here so I could choke you. You want to guess what it was?
Was it the new movie? The scary one?
New movie. No.
The Malignant?
No. I don't watch scary movies. You know I'm too afraid of those.
A movie that I recommend I've seen 5 times? It wasn't MacGruber, was it?
Oh, no. It was something that's new that you were so happy about. You watched it every night. You were like, you got to watch it.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, fucking Mortal Kombat. What a piece of dog shit that
movie is. Michael, how dare you? That movie is a cinema accomplishment for us gamers of the likes of which we may never see again. They tried it with Doom, with The Rock. Garbage. Garbage.
They're all garbage.
They're all garbage. A+.
You call me Sub-Zero.
when you say it like that,
it's the same movie every time. It's always like, oh, this tattoo, I don't even know what it means. My dad told me it was something, but it's cool. Whatever. I'm a reluctant hero. Oh, you got the tattoo too? Let's all get superpowers.
Yeah.
We have to now go fight the Kumite. And
Yeah,
I was
Kumite.
like,
You gotta find
They
your
won't
power.
work until you believe in yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Mush. Thank you.
I'm
I'll
not on
tell
your
ya.
side on this one.
No, you're on my side. You're on my side, Mush. You said it. You're on side Mortal Kombat. Mhm.
I was watching it, and after like about almost an hour, I was like, why am I doing this? I snapped out of it. I snapped
You
out of
felt
it.
invested. You felt invested at that point. You don't want to waste your time all the way, Mike.
I just kept waiting to see something that would have made me go, oh, well, yeah, he's right. This is pretty good.
Did you see the
Nothing.
guy get sawed in half by the hat?
No. I
Well,
don't know. Maybe I did. There were so
you
many
missed-
guts. And
I will say it's a lot of setup, and the ending, like half hour, is really where all the action takes place. Don't look at me like that. I can feel your stare. You got to give it a chance to the end, Michael, where they rise. They take their emotions
listen to
and
me.
they rise up.
If they showed up in my living room at the end, they still wouldn't have watched the movie. It was shitty, awful. And I was like,
Okay, well, you definitely should watch *Malignant*. It's more of like a fun, scary movie than a scary movie. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, Michael.
Michael,
listen,
that movie was so bad. I watched it at my house and I still walked out.
But
I
that's not
watched-
out of the ordinary. He's old and always forgets
I
where he
forget
is.
where
So,
I am
yeah.
usually.
Hey, Regi. Yeah, not only did I watch the Punisher film that was made in Tampa, but I was here when they were filming it, and Pete's old office is in there. What's funny about that is they filmed it in a really, really shitty part of town, and they would actually go in. This is what's so fucked up about life. It was a shitty part of town, just low income, not even a lot of drugs or anything, just low income. And they'd go into the neighborhood and they'd find an abandoned building that they need for like an exterior shot of a bar, and they would fix up the whole building. They put a whole new front on it, put a new door on it, repaint the whole thing. It was great. And then when the movie was over, they would just take everything back down. They fixed up the neighborhood for like a week, and then they tore everything down again until it went back to a shitty neighborhood. But I used to see them filming around all the time, and it was a pretty horrible movie, but it was cool. And the house that they used where John Travolta lived was Matt Geiger's house, the former
Oh, really?
player. Yeah, you never saw that?
Oh, no, I never knew that was his house.
It was Geiger's house that they used where John Travolta lived. And all the stuff, most of the stuff they did was in downtown Tampa, which was like right outside of Ybor City, like right where Pete used to have his old office in Channel Side. And it was cool. I mean, it was fun. I think even like Fester's in it.
You're saying you didn't like that movie either?
I didn't like it. It was just like kind of low budget garbage.
What are your thoughts on Ghost Rider?
It had two things that I don't enjoy. One of them being motorcycles that go on fire.
Yeah.
And the other one, Nicolas Cage.
I think it was just taking any movie, at that point.
Come on.
I mean,
The
Here's what
motorcycle's
Beth
on
was talking
fire.
about.
What is it, Mush?
Oh,
You have to excuse Mush's internet. He's on Wi-Fi. Well, it cut a woman in half?
yeah.
That's pretty gross. Look, he didn't even clean that. He's going to get COVID.
That's right. He's got hepatitis and COVID. And you know how he did that? Because he believed in himself.
His hat just cut a woman in half. And then at the end, he goes like this. Nothing happens to his fingers.
No, he knows. It's his hat.
I don't like scary movies. And when you start mixing in children, the scary movies to make it a little weirder, I got to tell you, that one movie with Mark Wahlberg where the girl is dead and she's trying to help them and there's a sinkhole and they're going to put her body in the sinkhole. You know which one I'm talking about?
The Lovely Bones?
Stanley Tucci. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stanley Tucci. I was literally cheering against the girl towards the end of that movie. I was like, this is the most boring, dumbest shit I've ever watched.
Man.
I was like, I hope they get away. I hope he gets away with it. He did a good. He built a nice little hut underground, a little molestation hut.
But did you like The Sixth Sense? Because that movie freaked me out, and I got to tell you.
Sixth Sense was great. Sixth Sense scared me, and it was great. And it took me a while to realize what was happening in the end. But there's the scary parts to the Sixth Sense were when he saw the people hanging upstairs, and then
what about the chick in the tent puking?
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty scary because she was in there. but the one at the very end when they're in the car and the woman gets in a bicycle accident and she just walks up to the window. Fuck
Yes.
fuck that.
Oh, I don't like
tell you,
that.
I saw M. Night Shyamalan in the city one time.
Really?
I was up there. Oh, when me and Miggs went to that charity thing, we walked into the hotel lobby and he was walking out with a girl, and I walked by him and I go, "Hey, Knight," and he goes, "Hey, buddy." And that was it. I was like, "Yeah." And
Awesome.
and he was like, "You know him?" I go, "Nope." Just a reaction. I'm down with you, John Hicks. The new Top Gun movie should be stellar. They made us wait so long for it. The technology now compared to what they had when they actually shot it is so much better. We should have a badass fucking movie. I love that movie. I don't like the love scenes in the movie, and I'm not anti-love scene. I mean, maybe I am a little bit, but sometimes like I watch Vanilla Sky and I love that movie, and I love that when he falls in love with her and all that stuff. But Top Gun, it just kind of ruined it because you wanted to be like, I want Need for Speed Miggs. I don't want me falling in love with this old girl. And plus, if you look at her now, that's another reason of why nobody should marry an older woman, because eventually you're still going to look like Tom Cruise and she's going to look like that same woman but been bit by a bunch of fucking bees. Swole the fuck up. Look that up, Mush. Can you? Kelly McGillis?
Yeah. I got to tell you though, without the love story, Michael, you don't have the scene that everybody knows.
A better love story you need.
Well, yeah, all right.
My breath away. Listen, Kelly McGillis looks like they left a pumpkin outside for too long. No. Let this woman be at a bar one time and be like, I made out with Tom Cruise. I was like, all right, Sally, sure you did. Time to go back to the home. No, way.
That's not the love story from Top Gun to me. It's Goose. And the other chick, you never.
Meg Ryan?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Meg Ryan was her wife.
Yeah.
What movie do you watch? She's in it for like 5 minutes.
To me, I picked up on it, Michael.
Listen, if you really
she looks
want
like
a
Sloth
relationship,
transition, by the way.
yeah. If you really want to pick up on a relationship, Joe, is a relationship between Iceman and Maverick, and what they really.
Oh,
damn right!
You can ride my tail anytime. I know what that means.
That's not the right phrase, but close enough for you.
Close, right?
You'd be my wingman.
Yeah,
but good enough.
Inverted. We got to go inverted with each other.
Yeah,
yeah. You know.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
I think it's going to be garbage. I think that's why they've been holding it off, is because they're trying to spare everybody from the garbage that it's going to be. I want it to be amazing. I also feel the same about the Matrix movie. I feel like the Matrix movie is going to be absolute garbage, but I don't
know. It's still the Farrelly brothers, isn't it? Or sisters, whatever they are now.
Yes, it's still them.
Cohen.
Wachowski. Yeah, and it's only one of them that wrote it, I believe.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
They're so fucking weird that's probably perfect.
Yeah, they did that really weird show. I don't know if you saw it, called Sense8 on Netflix.
No.
It was interesting. It was an interesting show.
Let me show you how my Netflix viewing goes, okay? I'm gonna act it out for you. 9:00 at night, I go upstairs, I get in bed, lay down, turn on the TV, start flipping through the channels, start with the movie channels, and I go, okay, what's the name of that movie that Spanish said was good? Maybe probably not you. What's the name of that movie that Bobby recommended? Mayor of Easttown. I'm like, I'll watch that. He says that's really good. Then I start scrolling through and I'm like, where is that, man? Oh, you know what else? Sopranos is on. Then I put the remote down. I'll watch it for 5 minutes. Next thing you know, 4 episodes of Sopranos, 2 hours later, and me. That's how it goes. So I'm only gonna watch shit that I've already watched already, which is ridiculous.
Can I give you a recommendation, Michael? Do you mind?
Greg Shepard said Sense8 was way gay. That's enough for me. Thank you, Greg.
I'm gonna give you a recommendation. The movie is called "Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far with No Legs," and I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's a great movie. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I'm out on that one.
I'm telling you, it's a great movie.
Nah.
It's got skinny Jonah Hill in it.
Can I tell them about your movie poster?
Oh, you have to. You should go get it.
Well, no. I'll explain. Joe is a student of film. If you look behind him, you can even see some of I see him like a marquee or something back there. Joe is our video guy, and if you go into his house is an older house, but it's the coolest house. Anyway, Joe has old movie cameras and old other stuff in his house, and in his bathroom, in his garage, there is a film from a blaxploitation movie called The Legend of N-Word Charlie.
That's
And
correct.
every time I go in there and I pee, I look at it and I just shake my head like this, because then there's also pictures of him and O.J. Simpson in the bathroom. as
That's
well.
right. That's right. That's right.
So clearly that bathroom is a theme.
Yeah.
Well, I brought it in, and listen, you know, I'm not trying to. I love blaxploitation films. I
Yes.
find them to be fantastic and a celebration of Black culture. Even
I
though
would say you're the
ultimately-
least racist person on the show.
Yeah. Did you say most?
Least.
Okay, good.
Least.
All right, okay,
Yeah.
good.
It's
Yeah.
ironic that the guy with the Legend of N-word Charlie movie poster in his bathroom
Yeah.
is actually the least racist person. He just has it because he is a fan of that era
Yeah,
of Black
student
exploitation.
film.
And
I
then
love it.
when they made that Eddie Murphy movie where he was Dolomite, they
Yes.
refer to that movie and the actor who played him, about how he was doing black
Fred
exploitation.
Williams.
Yes,
I think it
yes.
was Fred Williams.
So I learned something from your bathroom, Joe.
Yeah. All right. Well, you want me to get it?
No,
Should
don't
I
get
show
it. Let's just
Okay.
keep it as a myth. We don't want
Okay,
to.
okay, all right,
I
let's
think
keep
once
it-
we show it, we get in trouble. But if we just talk
Yeah.
about it, it's probably okay.
Just so
Yeah.
you know, I took a piece of tape and I taped over the offensive parts on the glass. I just want you to know. Didn't I? I really did.
Yeah, because
That's terrible. I'm like,
because
oh.
the reason was, I don't know if you remember this, Mike.
Ian
but-
Beckles came over.
No, it was when I got COVID last year. When we were filming from his office, that poster was in the background, and Gio finally was like, "Hey, dude, you got to get rid of that poster."
Oh, that's funny.
So
That's
took it
hilarious.
down, and I still taped over the thing.
Yeah, because you weren't hanging it to be racist. You're
Right.
hanging it-
Yeah,
Not at all,
yeah.
not at all.
You know the father from, I think it was Family Matters, or is it the father? No, I think it's the father from the Fresh Prince. The guy did he die?
Yes.
Philip. That guy collected racist art. Like I
Oh.
watched him on an interview one time, and he would go back to he would collect all like lawn jockeys and
Oh, wow.
other stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, but I get it, to be a black man and not want to forget that era, and he wasn't
Yeah.
collecting it like, look at this, how racist it is.
Yeah.
I got it. But so I look at Joe almost the same way.
Wait a minute.
Like one of those lawn jockeys. Me too.
Wait,
He's
wait.
definitely resembles a lawn jockey.
I feel like I was gonna say, I feel like he collected you like a lawn jockey.
It's
You
really
can't
bad
cancel-
when
You can't
he gets
cancel
drunk.
Pap. He's got nothing to cancel.
You
I
can't.
know, yeah.
Well, when he gets drunk and he starts quoting Django Unchained, it gets a little dicey because he'll just come into a room with a bunch of people and start quoting Django Unchained and giving everybody the finger guns, and nobody really knows what the hell's going on.
That's not offensive.
Well,
Not offensive. Hold on a minute. Not offensive.
mhm.
I don't say offensive.
I feel like you should be encouraging someone to get back in the ring with that hat on. You should be
Now
telling
listen,
somebody-
I'm gonna tell you, you gotta sit gremlin and sit lightning. I don't know what I'm saying.
like they still have a fight left in them. That's some gas left in them. You still got some gas.
You got any gas left in the tank, Rock?
Oh. Yeah, you know what? Spanish, remind me. We're not gonna get Joey Diaz to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
I want to try and get Joey Diaz. I sent Steve Sherpa a text today and he didn't respond to me.
Aw,
It's all right. I'll remember that.
man. I would try to reach out to Vincent Pastor for you, but he hates me, so I don't think he'll ever respond to my emails.
He did. He's such a weirdo.
He
I
hates
don't
me.
know. Can I tell you though? About the time I was like 39, 40 years old, we met Vinnie Pastor, who was Big Pussy from The Sopranos. He was doing a play, and they did this in New York. It was an off-Broadway play where they brought in these celebrities, and they made them read from other celebrities' autobiographies. It was actually a brilliant idea. And the way they make them read it was they just read parts. So sometimes they'd have people reading Sonny's biography and Cher's biography, and it's pretty good. And sometimes it's people that actually have autobiographies, but also are reading. And it's just a very interesting concept. So I'd read about it, and then all of a sudden, the local venue here in Tampa, the Ruth Eckerd Hall, calls me and says, "We're doing this, and we're bringing in these actors to do it. And would you want to have any of them on the show? I know you probably want to have Vinnie Pastor on." And I said, "Oh, fuck yeah, I do." So they bring him in, and he's probably just used to getting all the questions about Sopranos, but he was also in a movie called Made that I love, which is Jon Favreau. So I start talking to him about Made, and then he starts telling me that he was in Goodfellas, like I didn't know. And I'm like, "Yeah, I know you're in Goodfellas." He goes, "You don't know." I go, "Yeah, I do. There's a scene where you're carrying the mink coats on the rack, and you look at the camera, and he was like really impressed, but he didn't want to show it. He had to still like keep a straight face. And he's like, "What do you know? What do you know?" I go, "I saw you. You're walking through." And he goes, "Now you know the whole thing is you're not supposed to look at the camera, but I knew to look right at the camera because that's how you notice me." And he said that they hired him to be like a little bit more than an extra. He was in like a couple of scenes, but him and Robert De Niro had known each other from another movie, and Bobby liked him so much that they became friends. So he would tell Scorsese, keep him on for another couple of weeks, keep him on for a month so that he have somebody to hang out with. But meanwhile, he's getting paid for that. He's getting food all the time. He's living in a trailer, and he's fucking hanging out with De Niro. So as a result of that, he was around so much, he ends up meeting all these people, and they put him in the movie. So anyway, he comes here, and we start talking about Scorsese. Now, my family grew up on Elizabeth Street, across the street from Scorsese's family. Yeah, there you go. Look at that Tom Calta hair in both scenes.
Yeah.
Both of those. Mush, if you go to the Mike Calta show Instagram when you get a chance, there's a picture of my dad on there. You can't miss it. It's like one of the last 4 pictures on there. And I just want you to see how much my dad looks like Big Pussy.
100%.
Yeah. So he started talking about Scorsese, and my family knew Scorsese's family. So we're hitting it off, and we're doing really good. So then I go see his show, and then after the show, I take him out, and we go to a diner. We go to a strip club, and then we go to a diner. Me, him, in Spanish. And we had a ball with him. Didn't we have a ball?
It was one of the most fun, or that night is one of the most fun times I've had, I think, in my career with you.
And for some reason, he really liked me. So he would keep in touch with me. He'd call me every once in a while. He'd text me. And then we didn't talk for a little while. And I'm not that kind of guy that's a pain in the ass where I'm going to call celebrities all the time just because they're celebrities. So hold on. There you go. Look at my
Come on.
fucking hair on that guy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Wolfman hair.
Unfucking believable.
That's unbelievable.
He's like an old man supermodel. So I was in New York one time, and I leave the Late Show at David Letterman Studios. I go to see Justin and Eric Stengel, who are friends of ours, who are the head writers and executive producers. I'm on cloud nine. I just took pictures on Letterman's desk. I watched Steve Winwood play and, hanging out and doing all this cool stuff. And I walk out on the street. The minute I get on the street, my phone rings, and I answer it, and it's Vinnie. And he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I go, "I'm actually in Manhattan. I just left the Ed Sullivan Theater." And he goes, "Oh, we're going to dinner around the corner. Why don't you come and join us?" So I was like, "You sure?" He's like, "Yeah, come on down." He goes, "Me and a couple of guys from The Sopranos, we just filmed the last 3 days. We were filming a commercial for an alarm company in New York, and we're going to celebrate with a rap party at the dinner." I was like, "All right, cool." I walk in there, it's fucking Big Pussy, Carlo, the dude from Goodfellas that owned the Copa Club there. It was like all these guys, whose faces I recognized, all from the movie, and then Vinny, Big Pussy. And the minute I walked in, they just started busting my balls and fucking, "Eat this, drink this. Hey, have some of this." I was like, I'm just drinking and eating everything I could. And I go, "Can I have a fillet, a small steak?" They're like, "Fuck that. Get a little big ribeye." And I'm like, "All right, give me the ribeye." So anyway, I had a ball with them, and then we just kind of like drifted apart, and Spanish called him one time, and then he got mad because we called him, and then we called his publicist.
I didn't even call his publicist. I emailed him, and then he asked me to email his publicist, and then when I did, she CC'd him on the email, and he was like, "Why are you including my publicist?" And I was like, you asked me to include your publicist.
Yeah, I wonder if we still have his phone number.
I'm sure we do.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now.
You're gonna call and apologize?
I might have to.
I mean,
Yeah, I do. Maybe we'll call him tomorrow.
But I'll apologize.
You want to call Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yes, of course I do.
Indeed.
Let's call that suitcase.
All right, hold on. You ready?
Please hold while we connect your call to extension 0.
This is legit Dog the Bounty Hunter. Look, you guys are like my Malcolm and Angus Young. Not 6 foot between the two of you.
Hi, this is Dog the Bounty Hunter. Thank you for calling the tip line. Please leave your number and I will return the call.
This is Mike Calta again. I got a tip for you. You're a leather-faced cunt, opportunist, racist piece of shit. Right.
Aloha.
He'll never call, but then there's a part of me that thinks he may show up at my house one day. Can I just tell you how great it would be if Dog the Bounty Hunter came to my house, got shitty with me, threatened me, and I shot and killed him. And then I go down as the guy who killed Dog the Bounty Hunter. Legally clean and clear.
Yeah.
I got it all captured on my Ring doorbell. He fucking grabbed me by the throat. I pulled out the gun. I shot him clean and clear. And they're like, yeah, he's all right. He was a clean shot.
Dead.
I would
His
get a
daughters.
tattoo of him on my arm. I would get a tattoo right here, and then a tattoo of me going like this with the gun. Fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter.
You would make his daughters so happy if you killed him.
Listen, at one point in my life, I used to be called Cowhead. And then you get to an age where you're like, I'm going to have kids. I can't be called Cowhead anymore. Not that it's a bad name, but it's too many questions. People have to ask, well, how'd you get it? What do you know? And then calling your kids Calf Head and all that.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's time to change. Dog, it's time to change. It's time to change the hair, the face, the attitude.
Ugh,
a
makeover.
You know, a makeover. Just put him in a chipper.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, if I'm telling you right now, the plan, if I hear ding dong, and I look in my Ring doorbell and it's Dog the Bounty Hunter, I'm going out like fucking like Billy the Kid in Young Guns, fucking two on the side, like,
guns blazing, out,
like,
shooting up in, screaming, shooting in the air just to make sure.
But what if he hears you and then you answer the door and it's Dog? He's got some glasses on, a cardigan, he's got some khakis, his hair is in a nice braid, and he just says, Michael, thank you. I go by David now, and I appreciate your advice.
Or Dwayne, considering that's his name.
Whatever. It's a D name. Dennis, David, Dwayne, you know.
Yeah. So
he's still a fucking asshole.
And then he grabs me by the throat, and I try to fight back. I can't reach his locks. But he spins me around, and I just pull my new FN out of my back, and I shoot him right in the throat. Not even in the head. I shoot him in the throat, and he just spurts out blood, and I just watch him.
No, don't worry about it. You just throw the body in the lake; they'll think it's a dead alligator.
Yeah.
They'll fish it out.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna take selfies with it. This is me. This is Dog. He attacked me, and now he's dead. I'm not afraid of that.
And then you go to the funeral with your tattoo, and you're like, I tried to stop him, clearly, but he would not back down.
Yeah. Mike, I was at Shark Coast on Saturday picking up my shotgun and didn't even realize you were in the store until I was walking out. Oh, I'm very stealth. You didn't even notice me.
That's right.
I was there. I walked in. This is what I did. I got to be honest with you. This is this is a good feeling. Okay. I walked in and I see Bruce, who used to manage Shooter's World, and he's works for FN now. So I walk in, I see him. I was so happy to see him because he's such a good guy. And then finally, after talking for a couple of seconds, I go, what do I need? What's a cool gun to get? And he goes, all right, you need this one. He opens it up and shows it to me and shows me it's a special caliber and it's lightweight and there's no kick and blah, blah, blah. And I go, I'll take it. And then I looked at the next thing, this fucking circular machine gun thing and 50 rounds and blah, blah, blah. It goes in here and it loads here and shoots out the bottom. And I go, oh, I'll take that too. And that was it. And then I walked over to Will and I was like, and I need a suppressor for my 9mm.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just felt like I wanted to have one.
It's good to have one. At least you know what caliber your guns are, unlike somebody.
I have, I got the milli, the 9mm.
What are you, a rapper from the 90s? 9mm.
Oh man,
I don't know what I got. I got whatever bullets go with it. I showed it to Will. I said, "Get me what fits here," and he gave them to me, and that's what I got.
He said,
you should not sell bullets to anybody that goes, "Show me what fits here." Jesus Christ.
I don't know if I've told you this, Michael, but thank you for employing us. So we would be screwed anywhere else.
It's unbelievable. If you guys only knew how good you had it.
I know. Well,
no,
we realized when we were watching Midnight Run the other day, and Jimmy gets on the phone with his minis, and he goes, "More on number one, put more on number two on the phone." Where are those guys?
Yeah. Real quick, can I just point out that's the movie I recommended to you guys?
Yeah.
And what do I get? Mortal Kombat in return.
It's
you
a
could
great
take my
film.
recommendation, Mike. That's actually a good movie. I'm telling you.
Don't listen to him.
Which one? The Don't Run with No Feet movie?
Yeah.
I'm watching that shit.
It's a good movie.
Don't Run with No
Tell me what it's about.
It's about a guy who learns how to turn a negative into a positive because he gets crippled and he learns how to do art and he becomes a different person. It's like a really. It sounds terrible, but it's really, really great movie.
Terrible.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Fuck out of here, that shit.
Yeah, we can say the same thing about Mortal Kombat. It's a movie about people turning a negative into a positive.
It's a lesson movie.
Yeah, you're right, Spanish. The guy was given a metal hat. He's like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?" Hold on a second.
I can toss it into people. You know, you gotta make a positive out of
It's
negative.
a good movie recommendation. I'm just saying.
It's bad. It's bad.
I don't like skinny. What's his name? Skinny
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Well, you don't even recognize it's actually him.
Yeah, I don't like that. And same thing with the other guy, Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah.
Seth Rogen with the beard is not cool.
Did you? That picture blew my mind. I didn't even know it was Seth Rogen. I thought people were. Have you seen the photo of him without a beard and glasses? He looks like a totally different person.
No.
Yeah, it looks like a totally different person.
Both those guys must have been like, you know how much pussy would have got if we would have did this when Knocked Up came out?
Yes.
It was ridiculous. We missed out on all that shit. Now we're old.
And married.
Oh, are they married?
I know Seth Rogen. I believe Seth Rogen married a girl from Tampa.
Really?
Yeah. Because when I was with Kelly, that's what she would tell me all the time when we would watch any Judd Apatow movie was about how that girl went to school here.
I wonder if.
Is this the photo?
Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
He looks like if Mark Wahlberg took a different route in life.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God.
It's just
I wonder if I'm Peter-in-laws with anybody famous. Like I did hook up a girl that Marky Mark hooked up with when he was Marky Mark from the Funky Bunch.
Awesome.
Not awesome. She was okay. She was attractive. You're gonna sing through the whole fucking show?
Sorry, Michael.
She was attractive, but she was also kind of like skeevy slutty. So she only hooked up with me because I worked at the radio station, but she hooked up with him because he had abs.
Well, the story is still worth it, in my opinion. Awesome to be Peter-in-laws with the likes of Mark Wahlberg. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, although I don't know. She says she fucked him, but I don't know that she did for sure.
Well, that wasn't why you hooked up with her, right? It was to be Peter-in-laws.
Because that reason.
No. I was just taking what I can get. I was younger and I worked at the radio station.
Yeah.
Joe, you remember the old school FLZ days? There was a lot of girls around there.
There was a lot of nonsense. There were a lot of things.
You had the video camera. The video camera, you just bust out and girls were like, titties.
Yeah.
It's really amazing because back then, if you pulled a light out on a dance floor, people would just come to it like it was crazy. And now everybody does the exact opposite. And that happened like a long, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, maybe.
His videos of you guys
I have tons of that shit
are really, really funny. I don't know why you are really funny, Michael, and that Groove Tube stuff is hilarious. You're throwing Joe out.
That shit, man.
Yeah, it's good, man.
There's a lot. I have so much of it. It's ridiculous.
What if the three of us did a podcast and call it the Groove Tube?
I would love that. I would love that.
We mix it with live stuff and then videos.
Yeah, I would love that.
No problem. I have tons.
If I tell everybody on the podcast a secret, don't tell anybody. Okay. Well, you guys know already, but listen, you guys don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Spanish and Joe, they have alter egos. Those alter egos are named Trash Face and Recyclone. Yes. They're superheroes who take out my garbage 2 days a week. That's right. And if you go to our Instagram.com/the Mike Calta Show or a TikTok, same thing. You can watch the adventures of Trash Face and Recyclone.
That's right.
Mother Nature's precious resources.
The last one, Recyclone dies. And then the new one should come out this week. So
there's drama.
It's really these two, but don't tell anybody. Nobody knows. All right, listen to me. You guys are in for a fucking treat, man. In for a treat.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Who are those
Yeah.
It's a
dudes?
good thing I told them that it was you guys because they'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, I wouldn't even know.
I don't recognize those cats.
Interesting. You have a very similar tattoo to that one guy.
I think
Well,
that's me.
similar. It might be similar. But those two-
Anyway, that's my daughter's bicycle helmet that he's wearing.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember when Steven Seagal lived in Staten Island, Reggie. Let me tell you why. Because my buddy Vinnie Pastor delivered Chinese food and flowers. He was just like, he delivered everything. He was Uber Eats before and Uber Travel before everything. So he comes in the gym one day. He's a tall, skinny Italian dude. Not like the cool Italian, but like, I don't know. He was just hilarious. So he comes in and he's like, hey, you're not going to believe this. I had delivery last night for Steven Seagal's house. And we're like, oh, no way. Yeah, we all heard he lived on Staten Island. He goes, yeah, they're flowers. And they were for Kelly LeBrock, who his girlfriend or his wife, whatever. He goes, so I'm driving and I ring at the gate and I go, I got a delivery for Miss LeBrock. And she was like, okay, come on in. The big gate opened and I drove my car in. And she's like, can you bring it up to the door? So I brought it up to the door. And she comes in, she answers the door, and she's wearing like a white lingerie thing open where you could like see the top of her boobs. And she's like, oh my God, I didn't know they were this heavy. Will you carry them inside for me? So I'm like, yeah, sure. So I bring them inside and she starts talking to me and she starts talking about how she's been alone for a while. Next thing you know, she's rubbing my arms. And he goes, and then before I know it, I'm making out with Kelly LeBrock. And we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yeah. And she goes, I think she was drinking. And she started like, rubbing her hands in my hair. And next thing we're making out, I'm fucking Kelly LeBrock. And we're like, holy shit. And he's telling the story and he's like so nonchalant about it. And then we're like, what the fuck? That's the greatest thing ever. He's like, yeah, it totally didn't happen. I just left him at the gate. Nobody was We're like 15, 16. I'm like, how do you do that? We're all like, holy shit. And it wasn't like, nobody doubted it because he wasn't that guy that'd be in like, fuck this girl. He was just like so nonchalant about it. We were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
All right, listen, you two are superheroes in your own right, but this next guy, he joins us every Monday on this show.
Yes.
His name is Joe Russell. He's the host of The Cheese Show. You can find it on YouTube if you just Google The Cheese Show or on Instagram. And he is a funny comedian, but for some reason chooses to be unfunny on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Joe Russell to the show with a new fox. Hello, Joe. Joe, I believe you know Spanish and Pap Pap. I think you.
Hello, Joe.
How you doing, Joe?
We can't hear you.
Joe. You're muted. Can anybody hear Joe?
No.
Unmute your mic, Joe.
This may be the best thing that ever happened to us.
How's that?
Joe?
Is that better?
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's better, but it's working now.
What's up, boys?
What's up, Joe?
yeah.
Hey, you ever notice your refrigerator is the only thing in your house you have to clean with your mouth? Wow, this fridge is cluttered. Well, time to eat away all our leftover problems. I did the best one first.
See ya.
Can we please talk about poached eggs? It's a travesty. We need to protect eggs from poachers. These poor eggs are being sold on the black brunch market. You know, with all the other illegal breakfast foods, like endangered monkey bread, Canadian bacon that's overstayed its visa, counterfeit Fruit Loops, forged Chex cereal. I would say more, but I don't want to milk it, you guys. Hey, I figured out a way to help stop anti-Semitism.
Oh, good.
Yeah. What if Orthodox Jews, instead of having those dangly sideburn thingies, just replaced them with curly fries?
Ooh.
Everybody loves curly fries. Hey, everyone, look, it's Ishmael. Get over here, you delicious-looking chosen one. Hey, is ketchup kosher? Okay. The other day, I went to the aquarium. I was at the touch tank, you know, where you can pet the little sea creatures like the crabs and starfish. Yeah. But I was so high that I thought it was a raw bar. I ate a dozen oysters and a stingray. You know, it's true what they say about oysters. You know, it makes you really horny. I wanted to fuck the porpoise, but he only let me lick his blowhole.
Oh,
Yeah, it tasted like chicken.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Then he tried to charge me, and I said, "Hey, now, I'm here for the free Willy." Thanks, guys.
See, you put it in the right order this time.
That was good.
How's everything going, Joe?
I'm fucking great. I'm doing great.
I can't tell if you're really great or if you're. I feel like there might be a noose above your head just out of
Yeah. You really look like you were about to blow your head off, but you remembered you had to come do jokes right before.
I think you did great, Joe.
That was
Thanks,
good.
guys. Thanks, guys.
Well, I'm sorry Bobby couldn't be here to hear your jokes. You finally had at least 3 good ones, and he missed them.
He'll never believe it.
He'll never believe it. Nor will he watch the replay of this. You would think he'd be like, "I'm going to be with Louis C.K. today. We'll do the show. We'll get Louis on the show." I'd be like, "Great." Instead, he's like, "Nah, dude, there's no signal." By the way, we just sent a kid to go get lobster and steak for us. See you tomorrow. Listen to me, Joe. Thank you. Watch Joe's Cheese Show. You can find it on Instagram, YouTube. Go follow the Cheese Show on YouTube. Find it and subscribe to it. I'm telling you right now, in addition to being a cute little show, it's quick and it's good. I buy cheese recommended by Joe.
Yes.
I did that. I got it. I'm still getting inundated with emails from Jesper Farms.
It's actually, the show's actually hurting your health.
It's low carb. So, yeah, go do that. And what else, Joe? Anything else I need to plug?
That's all I got. Thanks.
Oh, didn't Joe's camera look good?
Yeah, it does.
Joe, why do you seem so sullen today?
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know what sullen means.
Sad. You look sad.
I just took a nap. And
Okay.
Were you sad that you had to wake up?
I got it. I got the invite a couple minutes before I showed up. I was like, oh God, here we go.
Well, you did just fine. I'll let you go back to sleepy time. I want to remind everybody that
Hey, Joe, brie you later.
Oh my God.
Oh, you woke up and you're a real monster.
Hey guys, chill out. This is Nacho Show.
Oh, sorry.
So anyway,
Yes.
I want to tell everybody to go to comicwearables.com where you can get shirts with our faces on them. And I'm talking about Jay Okerson, Dan Soder, of course, Bobby, me, and Travis Bickle, evidently on the bottom left-hand corner there. Ari and a whole bunch of things. Your YKWD merchandise, your sister Pang merchandise, Pancake Sunday, all the cool stuff that Bobby has. Comicwearables.com. You put in Ladybug, you get 10% off for a code word. Bobby's got some upcoming shows that he's doing this week with Louie, but it's in Illinois, so it probably won't affect any of you people. You can go to robertkellylive.com to find all of his dates, including Atlantic City, New Jersey, which is happening on October 7th, 8th, that weekend, I think, whatever that weekend is, or 9th, 10th, I think. I'll be up there with him in Atlantic City. We'll be hanging out and look forward to meeting some ladybugs out there. Spanish and Pep, thank you for filling in tonight and hanging out. This was a lot
Love
of
you,
fun.
Michael. Thank you for having us. We're very happy to do this. Thank you.
We had fun. Thank you.
And Joe, great to see you as always.
Good to see you, buddy.
And you guys, thanks for watching the show tonight. I mean, I don't want to say we had more people than Bobby's here, but we did. We'll see you guys again live on Friday. Have a great night. Goodbye. Thanks, Mush.
Love you.
But